We're delighted to welcome Kathy Johns to the Pink Couch today and Ponant to the Canadian market. Welcome, Kathy.
Thank you so much, Suzanne.
We've all heard a little bit about the French expedition line, Ponant, but tell us, why do you choose to come into the Canadian market at this point?
Why not? I think probably the Canadian market in all respects is probably one of the most adventurous in spirit. But also, we go to places a lot of people don't get to, and because of that, we want to offer it to everyone. The Canadian market and the North American market is really important to the travel industry as a whole, and so of course it's been on the minds of Ponant for quite some time, and so we're excited to be here.
Excellent. Now you have a number of different itineraries and a number of different ships. Just help me position your brand for luxury expedition cruising. Where do you fit?
Well, we do have our foot in different places, but really I think we are in a very sweet spot. You have expedition vessels that are really great and built just for expedition. You have your total luxury lines that are focused on luxury, but then we really fit in this small ship category. So we have luxury cabins, balconies, beautiful new ships, but we go to places like Antarctica, Northwest Passage, Anadyr, Russia, if you choose. But that's what's great, is it's that sweet spot of luxury accommodations, but still in an expedition bent and ships built for expedition waters.
So Kathy, do you find that you are attracting people new to cruise for the adventure market or something like that, or are you finding your customers are actually upgrading from other types of cruising?
Actually, we are getting mostly new customers from the land tours and from the adventure market. Because the ships are small, we have access to these great places that they can't get to otherwise, or it's just a way for them to get to these places in luxury and comfort in their suite. So it's a different way for them to travel. It almost gets to the point where you can take an anti-cruiser and they become a cruiser. So 1 in 4 people are new to cruising who travel with Ponant. So
1 in 4.
1 in
yeah,
4.
Interesting, indeed. And then do they keep coming back?
They do. We actually have a really great repeat rate, and 85% of our travelers repeat within 3 years. That's huge, and I'm really not making that up. But this is part of what turns these people that traditionally travel through land. They might do a custom tour in Europe, but now they can go with us to Japan and tour all around Japan in a luxury ship, have the same access that you would have by land, but in a much easier, more efficient way, and much more enjoyable way too, as a matter of fact.
Very different type of traveling and cruising indeed. So Kathy, you feel that it's a sort of the lust for something a bit different that you can offer from land, obviously, and then even from other cruises.
Absolutely. The thing with a small ship is that the guests really get to experience the destination because you're so much closer to everything. You're closer to the wildlife, you're closer to shore, you're closer to the water. So you see a whale on shore, or on deck, then you scream whale, and the captain can slow down the engine, and the whale approaches, and everybody goes out to see it. And just by being in that proximity of the wildlife, it's amazing. And same thing with, even if you're in the Med, you're approaching the destinations as they did historically by sea. You see it from their eyes, and if you have, the small ship experience, it's just totally different than being in a large ship where you're seeing the destination but from a different perspective. That's what I love about the small ship cruising, is it gives you that perspective that maybe historians or maybe nobody's had before. It lets you see stuff that you don't always see otherwise.
So as a separate sector, the ships are much smaller, but it has a lot of potential. There are more people coming into the market to some extent.
Absolutely.
Can you handle it all?
Oh, I'm sure there is space for everyone. I really think that small ship cruising in general really can introduce cruising to people that might not normally try it, and because of the different itineraries, the different access, the different activities. I mean, to go on an expedition versus a regular cruise and climb a rock wall is very different. But as soon as they are on the cruise, then they might see the value. They might see the convenience of cruising, only unpacking once. So it sort of opens their eyes to what cruising really is in a very sweet little nice package.
It's a nice story. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. I enjoyed it.